Pastor Mary here, talking about Chapter 5 of Witness at the Cross, entitled The Women. Dr. Levine talks about one group of women standing in a distance, beating their breast in mourning. I can only imagine their helpless weeping as this innocent man is being put to death. It is this feeling of helplessness that takes me back to a reenactment of a crucifixion I saw at church many years ago. When they got to the part of nailing Jesus to the cross, the stage was completely dark, and we heard that slow hammering as the nails were driven into his hands and his feet. We then heard the scraping and the effort that the soldiers made as the cross was lifted and slid into place in the ground. Suddenly there was a single spotlight on Jesus high up on the cross. His head was hanging down and to the side. Seconds later, there was some commotion off to the right, about 3 rows from the front, and a little boy, maybe 5 or 6, yelled out, "I'll help you, Jesus!" And he broke away from his parents, and he ran up to the foot of the cross, and he reached up his hands, and again he said, "I'll help you, Jesus." And no one moved. He then turned around, and I'll never forget the look of desperation, confusion, helplessness, and disbelief as the tears began to fall. No one moved to help him help Jesus. Then an adult, probably his father, scuttled him out of the sanctuary. But I'll never forget his face or his words. It was more than impulsivity that made that child run to the cross. He ran to the cross because he saw Jesus and he knew somebody needed to do something, and it was going to be him. Here we sit weeks away from the observance of Good Friday, and we too are in mourning. We can't take away the pain and the agony that it took to bear our sins, but we are far from helpless. How are we in this Lenten season and beyond going to help Jesus? Grace and peace.